We're back. We're back, Patrick. What episode is this for you?
I'm busy.
Like 7 or 8? Oh boy, I'm nervous. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to attack the knowledge again. Patrick's lining up the shots. That's the segment where we're going to test each other's movie knowledge. And if you get the question wrong, you got to take a shot. If you get the other person's question right, they take a shot.
If you get the other person's question right, then they got to take a shot.
This is episode 2 for the night. Bear with me.
What do you mean? We do this live.
Yes. All scripted, too.
All scripted. The script is right here and right there.
Yes, and here. And then after Attack the Knowledge, if we're still standing, we're going to move on to Be Kind Rewind.
He's already drunk.
Man.
Just looking at it.
I'm already suffering. That's right. We're going to go to Be Kind Rewind with one of my favorites, About Time. Currently streaming on Netflix. We'll let you know if you should be watching it. I suggested it to Patrick. He's going to fill you in on whether or not I sold him on a good movie or not.
Clearly, he thinks you should be watching it, so I guess you don't really need to skip forward, but...
Spoiler alert! But did you think it was worth watching? That's the key. Everyone wants to know your opinion, Patrick.
Guess we'll find out.
And then we're going to go to Binge Worthy. Now I can say it. What do we got up on Binge Worthy?
We have the show called Manifest because there has been some big news about a show that had gotten canceled but then found new life on Netflix. So we will talk more about that later in the show.
Really odd to hear a network series being canceled.
Right?
And then we're going to close things out with I Miss My Mtv. This is a Patrick suggestion.
Yes, it is.
What do we got?
Young the Giant, the song Apartment.
Ooh, I'm excited to hear this. I hope you picked a good one.
Oh, it's a good one.
Before we get to all that, important things you guys need to do. Subscribe.
Comment, share, like. Hit the notification button so you can make sure that you're alerted about new episodes coming out.
You never want to miss the alerts. Like the weather right now, you want to be alerted before it comes out. Does the alert come out? No.
What?
Yeah. You want to know when the new episodes come out, which is why you're going to click that bell. And stay tuned. We got a lot of good material coming up for you. We're going to see who has to do these shots. So, I'm Robbie.
I'm Patrick Harney.
And this is
Attack on Show. I'm like nervous for this.
Me too, as I'm taking a warm-up.
I have, are we live?
With the whistle. We're going.
I have this thing, it's called My Zone, and I wear it when I work out, and it tracks like my heart rate, calories I burn, and all this stuff. And if I had that on right now, like my heart rate would be going up.
The warning lights would be flashing.
I'd be like into like the blue zone, the green zone. For all you My Zoners out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Is that like MySpace?
Like AIM.
Oh, I know that. All right, it's time to attack the knowledge. Shots are lined up. Patrick did his duty, and he filled out with some famous attack on show.
He said duty.
All right, so Patrick's the returning champ. You won last time. I got smoked on this segment. I'm really nervous this week doing it. So you get to take the lead. You get to pick to ask the question or defer. You win the coin toss. Which one do you want to do?
I'm going to ask the question.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
I do not like this.
All right. There have been 4 films that Robert De Niro and Al Pacino have starred in together. What films are they?
Oh, man. Casino, Heat. Oh, there was that new one I didn't like.
Casino's not right, by the way.
No, wait. Oh, yeah. What am I?
That's Joe Pesci.
Goodfellas. Sorry. Well, you just gave me a hint, so that doesn't win. No, I know there's going to be that one film that they did in like early 2000 that I'm not going to know the title to. The Irishman.
Okay, so there's...
That's 3. Irishman. Who is it? Goodfellas? And,
no, not Goodfellas.
This is... Or Heat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Heat.
There's 2 more.
Man, I'm missing an obvious one. But I know there's the one in the 2000s. I will forfeit because I know there's the one in the 2000, like early 2000s that like nobody saw.
Okay. There's The Irishman, Heat,
which is a great movie.
Righteous Kill.
Righteous Kill. So I would not have gotten that one.
And The Godfather 2.
Oh, I've never seen The Godfathers. Never.
I haven't either.
No?
No.
They look too long. It's all out. See, you called me out last time. It's It's all empty.
Okay, I'm nervous for this.
All right.
This is gonna hurt.
Let's see. Where do I want to
My
go
heart.
first? All right. So a live-action Rick and Morty teaser was released,
Rick
and
and
in
Morty.
the best casting in history, Christopher Lloyd was cast as Rick,
Yes.
which was actually inspired by Doc Brown. I don't know if you
Yep.
know that. Which comic strip character did he play the villain to in the 1993 live-action film?
You mother and bleep that shit out.
Come on, you're gonna.
You're getting me back from last time.
No, you'll kick yourself.
Hold on. What, like, okay, who's the comic strip? Like you're saying, who is the comic strip? Christopher Lloyd?
What movie did he play the villain to on a live-action version of a comic strip character?
Oh,
These aren't that hard.
in 1993?
Yeah.
Or a comic strip? Comic strip. Garfield? No!
Dennis the Menace.
Oh my god.
That was a great movie. It's like one of John Hughes' last films.
He was the villain in that.
Yeah. Yeah, he
I
played
guess I
like
don't remember him as the villain.
chainsaw. He had like the long black hair. He's like real dirty and comes to the town.
Oh!
You've seen the movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a great film.
That's
I
the
liked
one
it.
with, hold on,
Grumpy Old Man.
Mathau.
Yeah, Walter Matthau.
Walter Matthau.
Yes.
I almost said Robert Matthau.
It's a good film.
but-
It's one of the last movies John Hughes, I think, helped write. Or wrote. I think he might actually even wrote it.
Okay.
Finally. I'm just glad I don't have to do all 5. I was really nervous for today.
You didn't have to do all 5 last time.
I did 4 of the 5.
Well,
Oh, boom. So good when it hit your lips.
God.
All right, 1-1.
I already have enough hair on my chest. I don't need any more. Ah. Jeez.
It burns.
I'm going to need some bread.
We got pizza.
Some crackers after this. Okay. Ooh. See, you might get this. That was nice. I was trying to make it fun for the game.
Made it fun.
What MCU role did John Krasinski go into for audition? Wow. Let me start that over.
You only had one of those,
What-
right?
Well, I typed this weird. So, okay, what MCU role did John Krasinski go in for an audition and didn't get?
Captain America?
That was quick. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know the story behind that?
No, actually.
So he said that he walked in and he put on the suit. He was going to be
just, like,
doing
walk
he
out?
was going to be doing like a screen test, and he saw Chris Hemsworth walk by as Thor and just said, "Nope, I don't belong here," and took the suit off, didn't audition, and left.
I think that's a blessing in disguise because I want to see him as Mr. Fantastic.
I do too.
I think that's the perfect role for him.
Yeah, I do too.
So, yes, I'm geeked for that. Woo! We're closer this week than the last time we did this, at least.
Gosh.
You got 2.
See, I feel like you're going to know the answer to my last question. Now I'm upset. But
But you
myself.
knew Dennis the Menace. It wasn't that hard. You just...
I guess I didn't know Dennis the Menace was a comic strip.
Oh, that's where it started, like the 50s.
Well, because he's a lot older than I am. See, now I'm just stalling. Just gotta
Nice
Just
job.
gotta get it down quick, you know.
That's what you said.
Can't.
Okay. Venom 2 trailer was recently released featuring Woody Harrelson as Carnage. What was the name of the killer duo that he played half of in the 1994 film Natural Born Killers? I'm even giving you the title. You've not seen Natural Born Killers?
No.
You've not. You're the one? You never saw Natural Born Killers?
Hold on. But I know it wasn't controversial.
Oh yeah.
The duo.
Well, he's part of a killer duo.
Yeah.
I was curious if you knew their names. It was infamous.
It's because I'm stupid. Is it Bonnie and Clyde?
No. Mickey and Mallory Knox.
I did not know that.
I thought you saw Natural Born Killers.
No, I've never seen that movie.
I thought everyone has seen Natural Born Killers.
Never.
Man. All right. Well, it's my turn to feel like the jerk this week. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna take this one because it seems less full.
Really, you never seen it. We got to do a watch party. You got to come over and watch Natural Born Killers, and then
that's
we
true.
can put it on Be Kind Rewind.
Okay.
Man, I thought everyone. It's like Oliver Stone's.
But it was though, wasn't it like controversial?
Oh,
like his.
extremely, because it was written by Tarantino, and it's the whole like publicizing like killers and making them celebrities, and like people really lost their minds when that came out.
But wasn't there something with like Woody Harrelson that he?
Oh, they were all on drugs the whole time. Like they all got.
No, but it had
pulled over for
something to do with like
shrooms and-
work for him later on. Like it almost ruined him for like good people parts.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it actually
Because-
opened doors for him on that aspect because everyone saw him from Cheers,
Yeah.
and like he was just the laughable, goofy guy, and the come out and like he sold that character. I was very afraid of Woody Harrelson after that movie.
All right. You're gonna know this. I don't even want to ask this question. I kind of want to think of another one, but no, I'm not going to because I'm gonna.
You want to ask
it.
mine? Here.
No, I'm gonna stick with this. Who are the stars of the romantic comedy The Breakup?
Oh, Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston, and Jon Favreau's in there.
Okay. All right. All right.
That's yours, my friend. I feel all my movies were in the 90s. I kind of see where my knowledge is.
You know, I was born in '95, right?
Oh, well, my next movie would have been when you were born.
What was the next question?
Tim Roth is back
Oh, Judas
to voice
Priest.
the Abomination in the Marvel movie Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
which 1995 movie, which featured the directors Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez, did he star in?
Oh, is that Reservoir Dogs? Oh,
No, that was Justin. 4 Rooms. They each directed a room. You never saw 4 Rooms?
never even seen it.
But you're a Bellboy fan. That's why I did that question.
I know I am a Bellboy fan.
That was a tribute film to the Bellboy.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Great movie. Well, it's a great movie. If
I'm
you
glad
skip,
that you remembered that I'm a Bellboy fan.
I listen.
Jerry
I
Lewis,
listen.
baby, Jerry Lewis.
I care. But if you watch 4 Rooms, skip Rooms 1 and 2 and go right to Rooms 3 and 4. Room 3 is directed by Robert Rodriguez, which is extremely violent,
Room
starring
4.
Antonio Banderas. Room 4 is directed by Quentin Tarantino, has Bruce Willis in it, and has like a 15 or 17 minute one take. The moment he enters the room, the camera never cuts and pans around and goes. It's a great one take sequence.
Back when Bruce Willis was good.
Yes, before he did movies by the week. We're waiting on you.
Theoretically, he could film 7 movies in a week because he's only there for one day.
And he's going to make more money than I'll ever see in my life. Until we get more subscribers. Not even. Woohoo! I redeemed myself. It's a 4-1 week. I lost 4-1. You lost 4-1.
No, you wait.
Don't print that
I got your
hard.
number now.
Why don't you guys comment below? Were my questions too hard? Let me know.
At least I did movies from when you were born.
Well, that's a wide range. I just aged myself.
Yeah, 'cause he's
Dang
old.
it. You got me. All right, what are we going to do next? You want to do
We need to
Be
get
Kind
water.
Rewind?
That's what we need to
I need
get.
some more. Here, just take the top off. You're done. We're going to do Be Kind Rewind?
Yes, we are.
About time?
Yep.
About time.
See, he sounds more drunk. All right, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Follow my finger. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Be Kind Rewind. We're taking a look at 2013 About Time.
Yep.
The movie, for plot premise, is basically a family. Where is the family? That's always kind of been my thing. Is like where they're somewhere in like the
I believe
UK
they're
or
in England.
England.
sir.
This family, the men in the family have the ability to travel through time.
This is such a weird joke.
It's not a joke,
If it's true, which it isn't,
although it is.
but if it was,
Back in time.
Back in time. That's true. They can go back in time, not the future. If they close themselves in a dark area and concentrate really hard.
And they have to make fists like this.
Well, you're concentrating, so you always clench your fist.
Not necessarily. It could be like this.
Oh, that's impressive.
You know,
Have you tried that in a dark space?
I'm an actor. So.
So the premise on its surface always seems kind of like odd, I think. I don't know that it resonated a lot with people when it first came out. But I gotta say, this is probably one of the best time travel love stories, because it's been done before. Like there's the time traveler's wife. Like you've had these movies where this happened before. But I think something with this film just clicks just right, that it separates it from anything with a similar storyline. And I'm trying to capture as to what it is, and I referred it over to you to watch, because I just kept saying, like, you got to watch this About Time. You got to watch it. And I'm not a huge like rom-com guy where like I've got this library of knowledge and I watch all these rom-coms, but like this movie this is to me is like the perfect date movie. Watch with your spouse, your loved one. It just blows me away every time I watch it, and I don't get tired of watching it. But what were your initial thoughts sitting through it?
So he told me to watch it. Usually I'll give everything a chance, but for some reason I was hesitant. I was like, you know what? I don't really care to watch this. Like, you know, I'm busy, got a life, you know, and it's like I don't really want to watch
Mr.
it.
Hollywood.
But then I watched it, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's really funny. I thought Tom Hollander is hilarious in this movie.
Was he the uncle or?
No, he was the friend, the
best
playwright,
friend.
the playwright.
Yes, that's what I meant. Yes, the playwright.
He was hilarious in this movie.
He's great.
Margot Robbie plays a good part, but this is before she got big. Same thing with Vanessa Kirby. I mean, Vanessa Kirby's still kind of on her way up, but this is like well before that.
Yeah, I didn't know Margot Robbie when I initially seen the movie.
Yeah.
And then when I went back and watched it recently, I was like, wait a minute, Harley Quinn was in this. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and then I think this is how you say his name, Bill Nighy.
Amazing.
He plays the father, and he's hilarious in this film as well. It really is. It's a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be.
I think he's the selling point in the film. Like as I hone in and we talk about the movie and we talk, why we like it. The family aspect of this film is it's just such a tight knit family, and the relationship. It's Domhnall Gleeson.
Yep.
Who people might know from the new Star Wars movies if you suffered through them.
He's also Brendan Gleeson's son.
Yes, from Harry Potter.
Yep.
But the relationship between him and Bill Nighy, the father-son aspect, Bill Nighy plays the character so on point. I think people will watch this and just say, I want him to be my dad, or like you feel like you're a part of this family. The way it's filmed and the interaction between them, it's almost as if you're watching like candid moments and not acted, filmed scenes. Like it just seemed so natural the way the relationship rolls between the family that like you're watching this film and you feel as if you're part of the family, which makes you feel warm and fuzzy. But it buys you into the story of what is happening, and then, the whole idea is that Domhnall's character is trying to find love.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
He meets the woman of his dreams, which is Rachel McAdams, who for some reason likes men who time travel. The time traveler's wife, I don't know what her deal is, but he meets her, and every conversation in this film to me stood out. Their first meeting is like at a theater or at a speed date type thing where they're in the dark, and you just have to have a conversation, and it is so well written.
Just to interrupt you,
yes.
I legit thought that something was wrong with Netflix when I was watching that because of how long that in the dark sequence lasted.
Yeah.
I legit thought something was wrong with it.
You're like, turn the brightness up.
I was like moving the cursor and like, 'cause I was watching on my laptop.
Oh.
I was like moving the cursor and I was like, I exited out of Netflix and started it back up, and I was like, oh, that's just the movie. Okay.
Well, don't do that. There we go.
See?
We're helping our viewers.
I'm helping you out.
Yes, but
To not be an idiot like me.
the dialogue was just, again, natural, was cute and not over the top. And I feel like there's a lot of that in this film where it's just very relatable.
Yeah.
And there's nothing over the top. There's nothing that you have to suspend your disbelief of reality. That it just seems so natural in this film. And there's some really heart-wrenching moments on this because you do get attached to the family.
So uninterested in a life without your father.
It never occurred to me that I might lose you.
I never said you could fix everything.
And you'll find out as you're watching through the film that traveling back through time does have consequences, and sometimes you have to live with the results that you're giving in the current.
Yeah.
So it really makes you kind of look at that aspect. But the overall meaning of this film when it ends, just the idea of enjoy every moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a powerful message, and even telling you that.
Spoiler alert.
Try to live every day as if it was the final day of my extraordinary, ordinary life.
I will say, well, also everything is funnier in an English accent. It's just fact. But one thing that really weirded me out, though, the first half of the movie, I legit thought that the sister, Kit Kat, I really thought that she was going to try to make out with her brother or her uncle the whole first half of the movie.
Well, she's such a free-spirited character.
Yeah, but even the way that she, like
And the uncle's amazing.
Yeah,
The uncle is the best.
Uncle Duncan,
Oh,
is that his name or something like that?
Well, who is
but,
that?
But like there's even a part where like she goes into her brother's bedroom to wake him up in the morning, and like gets in the bed and like spoons him, like big spoon, but still, and it seemed a little too close.
I kind of always wrote that as like a culture thing. Like, I don't know if maybe that's just more like they're just more comfortable. I don't know, but it didn't bother me too much.
But then at the halfway mark, it changed. I was like, all right, cool.
I think it
But
helped build the relationship because of some issues that happened later to build their bond, which I thought was kind of good.
She just kept having this look like she was just gonna start making out with them. And I was
Yeah.
like everybody in the family. I was like,
She's very free-spirited. It's directed by Richard Curtis, which many people, if you're fans of like the Bridget Jones Diaries, Love Actually, this is, the guy just knocks it out of the park every time. Those movies are successful hits. But I felt like About Time kind of flew under the radar at its release, but not necessarily in its ratings. I mean, everybody, the ratings on like Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb are very high on it, but it is currently streaming on Netflix. I am going to say, watch.
I'm gonna say happily watch because again, it was a pleasant surprise.
This bond is really growing.
Yes.
We're starting to figure out each other's
We're becoming
picks.
great friends.
It's still your line.
Oh. And next.
Binge Worthy.
Listen up now. This is serious.
I was just wondering,
All right, and on Binge Worthy, we have a little show called Manifest. If you haven't seen it, it was on NBC, I believe, and it had 3 seasons, got canceled. However,
Network TV.
Netflix picked it up, and
Just this week.
Just this week. Well, they picked it up to just stream it, and it became within the top 10 on Netflix very quickly. They only had the first 2 seasons of it. They then added the 3rd season of it, and now the show got renewed for a 4th season, 20 episodes.
4th and final. They're
4th and
gonna let
final.
it close it out.
Yep, they're going to close it out. But basically, the premise of the show is that there's this flight called Montego Air. It's flight 828 or 828, and it's flying back from Jamaica. Well, they hit this storm, and everybody kind of blacks out, and then they come back, and when they come back, it's 5 years later.
you've all been missing, presumed dead for 5.5 years.
But for everybody that was on the plane, it's
A blip?
only been like 2 days.
Whoa.
And you start to see the residuals of that, and some of the changes. There's even a set of twins, a brother and a sister, that the sister is now 5 years older than her twin brother. It's a really, really cool show, and I really suggest you watch it. Some of the dialogue is a little cheesy. I mean, it's network TV. But the overall premise and the storyline and everything about it, like there's nothing that you can really go, oh, this is going to happen, and then it happens. It's pretty unpredictable, and you don't get that much in network television anymore. Melissa Roxburgh stars in it, as well as Josh Dallas, J.R. Ramirez as well. It's just a really, really good show. It's a really cool premise that you don't. It's original. We're not remaking anything here. It's completely new.
Unless if you've watched Avengers, then it's not really original. The 5-year blip.
Well, this show started
It did
before
come
that,
out
though.
before, yes.
So really, Avengers copied Manifest. So what does that tell you?
I think the comics were out first.
Okay.
But no, I did watch Manifest. It came out 2018. Manifest was released on NBC. We did watch. I watched it live the first 3 or 4 episodes. I gave it a shot then. I was really kind of hoping for like a Lost type story setup. The concept seemed really cool to me, and the idea of the 5-year blip and then coming back and having to live in in the world when the main character's wife had already moved on and started, not already 5 years, but had started seeing somebody else and had to break that off. So it was interesting to see like the personal relationships in that aspect, and then the twins was a big deal to see. The sister was older. The one child, the boy, which was on the flight, he was 5 years younger. It was interesting to see how those two had a bond, but still it created an issue because they treated the younger brother now like the baby of the family. But I found it, and I should go back and watch it. I will start with that. I don't think I'm being fair because I did give up on the show pretty quick after like 4 episodes, 4 or 5 weeks of watching it. But just a lot of it just seemed really predictable, very network style to me, and what they were doing. But I think shows their first season always are trying to find their footing, always trying to figure it out. So it might be one of those, because of, like you said, it was canceled. It became the #1 streaming show on Netflix for like 3 weeks in a row. People petitioned, they hounded Netflix, and I think it took a month and a half, but it paid off. Netflix is going to bring the series back, as you said, and let them finish the story. So
is it Netflix or NBC?
Netflix. Netflix bought the rights.
Okay.
So
that could be really good.
Yes. So there is an idea that, in hearing what happened with the series, where now I'm kind of intrigued to go back and watch it, because I do know it gets an ending, because I do judge very quickly on network TV series, only for the fact that they're so quick to cancel. If it's not amazing out of the gate, like I literally watched those first 4 or 5 episodes. My wife wanted to keep watching. I told her the show's going to be canceled in 1 season. I'm not wasting my time, because I thought it was. But it wasn't.
Was he wrong?
I was totally wrong, and I'll admit that now. I'll eat my shoe. But having said that, which makes me now say I'll go back and check it out on Netflix, especially given what you said.
This show is one of those shows that, like, as it goes, it gets better and stronger and more creative with every season.
Yeah.
Which you don't find often, I feel like. I feel like what ends up happening is a lot of shows, after the first couple seasons, they start to drop off. This one just kept going and kept going and kept going. And it left you on such a cliffhanger that
you were really upset if it didn't get saved.
Yeah, like people are like, we need an ending to this.
Okay.
I mean, it becomes, yes, you're right. The first season, a lot of the first season is kind of that predictable.
Melissa Roxbury's, like, her character was making me mad every single, like the choices she was making, where I'm like, just stay home. Like, she would do things that just made me so upset. And it just, she was a detective, and coming back to her job, but yet she just wouldn't listen to anybody, or like she would always just make these terrible decisions. I felt in the first few episodes, where I'm like, you're a detective, you know better than this. Like, why would you be doing that?
You can tell that all of these actors really found their character's voice and their character's groove about halfway through the first season into the second season.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I gave up way too soon.
So I know that's a lot to ask people, though, is, okay, well, watch the whole first season and then you'll think. But honestly, I think you'll enjoy it, and I think it'll be worth it.
So you're watch it?
I say watch.
I think this will be the first ever. I'm going to hold my vote. Can I do that? I don't know. I'm editing, so I can do what I want. No, I'm going to hold my vote. I'm going to go back and watch it.
He just said he's going to hold his vote. I've never seen that before. I know I haven't been on the show long, but I've watched a lot of episodes.
You've been on it,
but he just said he's going to hold his vote. I've never seen that happen before. That's unprecedented. Just saying. And back to the programming.
I just don't think it's fair for me to say to watch or not, because I'm going to go watch it now.
I respect that.
I quit watching it, but I'm not going to tell people to skip it. I'm going to give it another chance.
Interesting. All right.
So I don't know how to...
See? Look at this.
You sold me.
This.
You sold me. It's the smile.
Can you add the little shiny thing, like the ding?
You want to listen to some music?
Yes, I do want to listen to some music. All right, for this segment of I Miss My MTV, we have a very special band, and it's special because it's special to me, because it's special to my lady. Taylor, honey, this is for you.
Oh.
We have Young the Giant. We are featuring the song Apartment because it has been in my head for weeks now, but it's a really, really good song, and it's fun to sing. And yeah, you might know this band by their songs My Body or Cough Syrup. But this is one of their maybe a little bit lesser known songs off of their first album.
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
What's the name of the song?
Apartment.
Enjoy.
On my way to your apartment, I write for fear of silence. You carved a boat the
Yeah, that was good.
See, it's a good song, and they're a good band. They really are. And
Just smile through it.
you do.
I want to
And-
go take my clothes off. And run. Not yet.
Oh,
Hold on. I was gonna go run out to the water.
we'll do that afterward.
Otherwise, my bathtub.
It's a very small bathtub. You should see in a minute.
No diving.
Yeah, so the lead singer, his name is Samir. He is from Ann Arbor, Michigan as well, by the way.
Nice.
So, but yes, good
Maybe we can get him in studio.
good recommendation, honey. Thank you.
Are you talking to me or?
No, to Taylor, my lady. Hey, baby.
I will break you.
I will break you. All right, Drago. But yeah, so make sure to check them out. If you haven't heard them, then you should. And if you have heard them, then continue to listen to more.
Yeah, they got a lot of good tracks on there. We
Yeah,
got
they
the
do.
link below. Click that. Let YouTube run its course. I like Superposition. That's a very
Superposition's a
good
good
song.
song, yep.
That's a newer one, but that was a great song. I never heard it before. Thank you, Patrick.
You're welcome, Robert.
And leave comments below thanking Patrick for that fantastic track.
Stop it.
And after you leave those comments, click like,
Subscribe,
the bell, and then leave a
Comment.
Comment?
share.
Yeah.
Oh, you already said leave the comment.
Go tell Young the Giant we sent you there.
Yes, please, because
Maybe-
I would love to go meet them, maybe have them on the show.
Yeah, we're not far from Ann Arbor.
No,
We'll
we're
make it
not.
easy on them.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you for watching. Tell your friends, share on social media. We're helping you find what to watch. You can help your friends what to watch.
Yes.
And we're going to do all the work for you and make you look cool. So, as always, I'm Robbie,
I'm Patrick Harney.
and this is...
Attack on Show.